Between the kids being home and hosting, everything in our house gets used up in summer. With Instacart, I can save money by stocking up on all my favorite summer brands. I save time by getting everything delivered in as fast as an hour. And I save myself a sink full of dirty dishes by stocking up on paper plates for the annual summer cookout. Save more on summer essentials? Spend more time enjoying summer. Add summer to cart. Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for August 7th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Over the weekend, Metallica kicked off the North American leg of their M72 World Tour at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The band's 16-song set kicked off with Creeping Death and included 3 tracks from the band's latest album, 72 Seasons. Metallica's 2-night stand at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas later this month is set to be live-streamed to movie theaters across the globe. It'll mark Metallica's first appearance in Texas since November of 2021, when the band played before, during, and after a Triad combat event at Globe Life Field. You can go to Metallica.film to get more details on the live stream. Metallica's shows at MetLife Stadium included pre-concert performances by Prong on August 4th and Overkill on August 6th in the G section of the MetLife parking lot at 3 p.m. each day. Metallica will be featuring cameo appearances by bands, cover bands, book signings, film screenings, and more as part of Metallica takeovers during the M72 World Tour. Disgraced Lost Prophets vocalist Ian Watkins was rushed to the hospital over the weekend after being beaten and stabbed at the HMP Wakefield, otherwise known as the prison known as Monster Mansion, according to numerous confirmed reports. The singer, who received a 35-year sentence for child sex crimes back in 2013 and whose charges prompted the group's disbandment, was reportedly held captive by other inmates prior to the attack. According to the Mirror, he was taken hostage by 3 other inmates shortly after 9 a.m. on Saturday. He is said to have suffered stab wounds and beatings before eventually being freed by prison officers around 6 hours later. One source told the publication he is in, quote, a life-threatening condition, and there are fears he could die. If he survives, he'll have been very lucky, they said. Witnesses said paramedics worked to save his life in an ambulance outside the jail. Police are investigating the incident, and the perpetrators have been arrested. The first official trailer for the documentary Hate to Love, Nickelback has been released ahead of its world premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival coming up in September. The film, directed by Lee Brooks, who is at the helm of documentaries on the band's Terror Vision and Life of Agony, explores Nickelback's farmtown origins, musical ambitions, and the global success, as well as all of the hate that has coincided with their ascent to rock superstardom. You can check out the trailer online. Adidas has sold the first batch of Kanye West's leftover Yeezy stock, raising about $437 million. The sportswear brand cut ties with Yee following a series of remarks from the rapper last year that were viewed as anti-Semitic, having worked together for years on the Yeezy brand. It was then revealed that Adidas would sell leftover Yeezys and donate a portion of the profits to charity. Among the organizations receiving funds from the sale are the Anti-Defamation League and the Philanese and Keita Floyd Institute for Social Change. Guns N' Roses appear to be planning to release the song Perhaps coming up this Friday, August 11th. The song is reportedly a leftover track from the 2008 release Chinese Democracy. The Kinks paid tribute to their late keyboard player John Gosling, saying, quote, he has been a friend and important contributor during his time with us. The former keyboardist died at the age of 75. He joined the band in 1970 ahead of the Lola album. In a statement, the band said, we are deeply saddened of the news of the passing of John Gosling. We're sending our condolences to John's wife and family. And the rock community has responded to the recent announcement of the death of comedian Paul Rubens, who made PeeWee Herman famous. Dee Snider from Twisted Sister said PeeWee Herman, a.k.a. Paul Rubin, "We shared a moment. It was Pee-wee's decision for Twisted Sister to be performing Burn in Hell during that scene in the film." Scott Ian from Anthrax said, "Decades of laughter and a wonderful and kind man. The world just got a lot less fun. Cheers, Paul. We love you." And Jack White said, "The great Paul Rubens has moved on to a better place. Creator of the genius character PeeWee Herman and an actor and comedian of incredible talent, Paul was a good friend to me and reached out anytime he felt that I was in need. A generous soul who never forgot a birthday or Christmas card for those he loved. He had incredible taste in music and was very funny in everyday life. I first got to witness his gift while filming a video for the Rock on Tours together, and we became friends instantly. I was just thinking about you last night, Paul. Peace be with you, Jack White III." This past Friday, Wolfgang Van Halen's band, Mammoth WVH, released their sophomore album, Mammoth 2. And on The Rock Show with Johnny Walker, during the Rock God segment, Wolfgang Van Halen picked Dave Grohl as his choice for his rock god, saying, quote, "I've chosen Dave Grohl because he just inspires me infinitely in songwriting and capability as a musician. I really admire how he came from Nirvana and then after that sadly ended, how he was able to build his own thing with the Foo Fighters. It's how I mirror a lot of my existence, so where I've come from and what I've tried to do with myself. So he's everything I aspire to be." The Replacements are revisiting their 1985 major label debut, Tim with Tim, Let It Bleed edition, a deluxe reissue arriving September 22nd, clocking in at 65 tracks. It begins with a long-awaited fresh mix of the original album. The band was never happy with producer Tommy Ramone's final mix, and enlisted Ramones and Talking Heads collaborator Ed Stasium, who was considered to co-produce the album with Ramone back in the day. To revamp the record for Disc 1, a remastered version of Ramone's original mix follows on Disc 2.
And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday.
Episode 165, featuring Jolly from Bad Omens, is available now.
For America's climate goals, investing in clean energy adds up. But what doesn't add up is an additionality requirement for clean hydrogen. Additionality would put an unnecessary and inequitable burden on domestic clean hydrogen producers and have serious consequences for America. America needs clean hydrogen, but an additionality requirement just doesn't add up. Get the facts at cleanhydrogentoday.org. Paid for by the Fuel Cell and Hydrogen Energy Association.